Hello and welcome to the Balancing Act New York edition. I'm Montel Williams. We're bringing you community stories and introducing you to businesses and people who are making a difference. So let's see who's making a difference right here in your neighborhood.
On this episode of The Balancing Act, how credit unions can help make a difference. Teaching the newest generation of transportation techs. Protecting your rights in the workplace. Experience an enriching sightseeing journey. Plus lots more. Today on The Balancing Act.
Looking to make the most of your money? Watch this.
There are over 900,000 New Jersey residents who are members of a credit union. With credit unions becoming increasingly more popular, it's time to get the facts.
Credit unions are member-owned, which is different than a lot of other financial institutions that are owned by shareholders. Every member has a vote in the ongoing process of running the credit union. There are over 4,000 credit unions in the United States, serving over 150 million members.
There's a lot of different credit union benefits versus commercial banks. A credit union is a not-for-profit organization, so a lot of those benefits that in the profit that we do make goes back to our membership. And also there's a lot that we get back to our communities that we serve. There's a lot of different misconceptions about credit unions and who we are and what we offer. You have to have great credit to join. It's not open to anybody. It's more of an exclusive club. All of those things are false.
Founded in 1935, Affinity Federal Credit Union is a not-for-profit credit union who believes in doing what's right for their members and the community.
We look forward to being a service provider that provides not only your normal banking services, but we also provide a great deal of service in regards to financial education, financial coaching, and being there for the member as they go through their own financial journey. Affinity provides mortgages all over the country. It's an exciting process, and we love to see the smiles and the excitement that people have as they get into their homes for the very first time. Affinity's main mission is to improve the well-being of our members in the communities we serve by making their financial dreams a reality.
Affinity offers members everything you typically see at another financial institution. We also offer resources and partnerships with organizations such as Greenlight for family financial resources. We also have investment services, certified well-being counselors who are able to sit down with our membership, have budgeting conversations, as well as talk about future planning.
We make sure that our members have the proper tools, resources, and education they need to make sound financial decisions and live their best financial lives. In today's day and age, there's so many sources of financial stress and uncertainty, so it's so important to have a source that you can rely on to get the information you need, as well as personal guidance for your financial situation. We want you to feel secure about your financial future, and that's what we're here for.
Affinity doesn't just say they support the community, they prove that they do. Through community engagement, the credit union provides grants, scholarships, and more.
The community is at the heart of everything we do here at Affinity. And so it's incumbent upon us to provide all the financial education we can, as well as the financial products and services to allow that community to be financially strong. Because if the community is financially strong, Affinity is financially strong.
The credit union offers a lot of different technological features. We offer online banking, mobile banking, access anywhere 24/7 on the go, mobile bill pay, mobile check deposit. We also have digital card issuance as well. Joining the credit union is easy. You could visit us on our website and apply online. It only takes a couple of minutes. Stop into one of my retail branches. We have a lot of representatives that would be happy to assist you in opening that membership, and representatives available who can help you establish membership over the phone as well. Depending on where you work, you may be eligible to become a member of the credit union. We do have other ways to join. One of those ways is we have our own Affinity Foundation here at the credit union.
Are you ready to join a credit union? Are you ready to move toward financial freedom with a trusted team to back you up? It's time to visit Affinity Federal Credit Union.
Affinity's core values are trust, passion for service, and accountability. The trends in the credit union industry tend to be around financial education and well-being. Both concepts are a critical element of credit unions as we move forward.
At Affinity, we have all the convenience of a big bank with the personal touch of your local credit union. We're here in your community, and we're here to help.
For more information on how to become a member of Affinity Federal Credit Union, visit their website, affinityfcu.com, or you can see this segment again on thebalancingact.com.
Whether you're a child or an adult, it's never too late to learn something new. Check this out.
Choosing the right college is an integral part of what the future might hold. It's important to find an institute that has your best interest at heart and that's invested in your learning.
Picking the right college is so important because people are spending their valuable time and money to get a career that's going to enter them into the middle class. You want a college that has a great facility, great faculty, and most importantly, great career service. A trade school has the advantage of offering hands-on, relevant training that can get them employed relatively quickly after graduation. Trades are so critical in today's economy. Things have to move from here to there. They're done by machines that need to be repaired, and they need skilled people to do the repairing.
The New York Automotive and Diesel Institute is dedicated to teaching their students technical skills that will last them a lifetime. It's all about providing an opportunity to anyone interested in having a career in automotive technology.
NYADI was created more than 25 years ago to bring the best entry-level training for the transportation industry into New York City. We offer manufacturer partnerships, we offer an associate's degree, and we offer the best college experience anyone can have in the New York State area. NYADI was started after we realized there was a lack of entry-level training in the New York metropolitan area. You can't build on anything unless you have a strong foundation. And we decided that we were going to be the college that offers that foundation. Over the years, we've become ASE certified in all of our disciplines, automotive, diesel, and collision repair. We offer 2 associate degrees, one in truck and diesel, one in automotive, and we also offer a certificate in collision repair. We have well over a dozen manufacturer partnerships, which means that students come out with stackable credentials. This makes them employable almost immediately upon graduation. What really sets NYADI apart are, in my opinion, 3 things. First, we offer an associate's degree. Many trade schools do not offer an associate degree, and the associate degree allows a student to continue on with their education. Number 2, our manufacturer partnerships. I cannot stress enough how relevant it is for students to come out possessing manufacturer credentials, allowing them to work almost immediately. The third thing is our people. We offer the best customer service experience in college, second to none.
I've been working here over 7 years. I teach advanced electrical, electronics, robotics. I feel that this trade is so popular because the advancements in AI and electronics, we have to have a way of getting these students and also the future techs up to date with all this advanced electronics. So it's very, very important that they learn as much as they can. I try to make it fun for them, and they really, really appreciate that because they have a lot of fun learning very technical things.
What made me want to enroll into NYADI, just seeing the facility, seeing the cars in the air on the lifts, seeing the machines, and just being a young man, being excited to embark on a new journey, giving me the foundation to take off and be the best me that I can be. Because you have to have something to stand on. Understanding of electrical, transmissions, engine performance, brakes, steering, suspension, and from there, I was able to build. So having a solid foundation is pertinent for your success.
I came to this school and they gave me a real good hands-on experience about everything on a vehicle, and it really helped me a lot when it gets to working on cars in the shops. Once I left, I learned how valuable it was with all the certificates and everything I could get from the school. And because I have a degree here and all my certificates, I got a job right away as soon as I graduated.
I think what really kind of gripped me onto the school was actually just the environment and the communications with everyone. And I was nervous, but when certain teachers and they kind of were just understanding with everyone, even down to the point where the staff were very understanding. I was happy to be here. I was always grateful for everyone, and they always pushed me to do better, and I'm always going to be grateful for everyone here.
The classes at the Institute are taught by professionals that have real-world experience in the automotive world. Plus, the courses are always evolving to include the latest technology.
Our curriculum is probably among the most up-to-date in the education industry. We have the latest and greatest technology available. Our manufacturer partners, many of them supply us with their vehicles, scan tools, and information systems, which really allows the student to look at information that's up to date. Our classes are broken down into both theoretical and hands-on. So you get a mix of learning the theoretical foundations and then Afterward, you go out to the shop and experience real-world exercises to help drive home the points you need to learn. Today, with electrified vehicles, with self-driving vehicles and autonomous vehicles, we need to stay on the latest trends. And we do so by following the guidelines of the ASE Education Foundation, industries such as iCar, as well as our manufacturer partners are always updating their curriculum to showcase the latest technology available.
What makes these programs unique here at NYADI is, number one, the professors that we have here, and number two is a curriculum that we're introducing. As I introduce a new STEM program into the schools now to make it more fun for the students to learn very highly technical things. So we have an advantage that I also have the freedom to teach them and take them past the regular curriculum as long as the students are engaged and they're learning something. And this is what I use, some of my tools that I use in order to get this done.
The world needs more mechanics, and the best ones come from the New York Automotive and Diesel Institute.
You do not need a high school diploma or its equivalency to get started. We've had over 200 students enroll without a high school diploma and have gone on to earn an associate degree.
I would definitely recommend this school to anyone looking for a boost in their career. The foundational education is phenomenal. I learned a lot here.
They're going to work with you, not against you. And they will put you on where you need to be. These are the people, they have the experience and they'll help you out.
It's been one of the most rewarding experiences of my life to help young men and women achieve their dreams, reach their goals, and enter the industry with a skilled trade that will last them for the rest of their lives.
To learn more about the programs available at the New York Automotive and Diesel Institute, visit their website, nyadi.edu, or see this segment again on thebalancingact.com.
When legal aid is required, what you need most is someone you can trust, as we'll find out in this next story.
Work should be a place of opportunity, growth, and respect. Unfortunately, for some employees, discrimination remains a harsh reality.
Workplace discrimination is rampant in our society, and it's what we fight every day. It essentially deals with workers being treated unfairly, being targeted, being diminished, or not being given their rights under the law because of some immutable characteristic that they have that the law protects. If you don't know what laws protect you and how they protect you, you can't take advantage of them. Once you know your rights, then you can be an effective advocate for yourself and you can go on the record to protect your rights.
An employee may not seek an attorney for fear of what may happen if they did, possibly losing their job, and they simply may not just know their rights. The biggest challenges that employees face regarding workplace discrimination, often it's done behind closed doors. You may not have a tangible piece of evidence that, hey, this is going on, but it is going on. So an employee may have a challenge in terms of proving that this is going on.
With decades of combined experience, Philippatos PLLC is an employment law firm dedicated to providing you with highly effective legal representation.
We have attorneys who specialize in employment law and only represent individuals. We don't represent companies. It's essentially the individual against the corporate entity. And the individual needs backing when they're treated badly. And if the employer wants to fire an employee, in most jurisdictions, they can do it, quote unquote, at will. We come in to level the playing field and make sure that we find justice for that employee.
The most common forms of workplace discrimination is gender or sex discrimination. Another one I see a lot is disability discrimination. They find themselves in an environment where, they feel out of place, they're possibly not being welcomed as they would expect. The first thing they should do is contact an attorney. I understand that's very daunting, so if they don't want to do that, they should at least begin to document what's going on. Because unless you document things, you end up forgetting it, and it doesn't exist, so to speak.
It's important for employees to know and understand that HR is there for the best interest of the employer.
HR is really part of the company, and they're there ultimately to make sure that the company is protected. What's more important is that you seek competent legal counsel so that you know what to say to human resources and you use human resources to protect you instead of giving human resources any kind of ammunition that the company might use against you.
We spend a lot of time in our workplace, and so having that treatment in the workplace, it's incredibly destabilizing for them. Outside of work, inside of work, and it affects your career trajectory. We may guide you to do one of multiple avenues in advocating for yourself. It could be internal complaints, filing in an external agency, or even pursuing litigation.
A number of employees who come to us are pretty scared and they feel pretty isolated in the situation that they're in, especially if they've already tried to seek assistance within their company and they've been stonewalled. Seeking out advice from an attorney is a really helpful way to get the support that you need and take steps towards making the situation right.
While there are several laws in place to protect employees from unfair treatment based on race, gender, age, disability, and other protected characteristics, cases of discrimination continue to surface.
Employees are not expected to know exactly what discrimination looks like or how exactly to describe it under the law. However, we always want employees to educate themselves, know who to speak to, know where to find those resources, and stick up for themselves as well as their colleagues.
Often employees are afraid to rock the boat. They don't want to say too much, so they hold back about what they've been experiencing. You need to document what happens to you step by step after you complain. Anything that would dissuade a reasonable employee from complaining counts as retaliation. If you complain and something happens afterwards that makes you feel like you wish you didn't complain, that's something you should be writing down and explaining to counsel when you seek advice.
We're there to make sure that the playing field is level so that you can do your job the way that the law intends you to do your job, protected from unfair treatment and unlawful discrimination.
For more information on Philippatos PLLC, visit their website, philippatoslaw.com, or you can see this segment again on thebalancingact.com.
Looking for something fun to do? Here's something new to try.
Traveling is about more than just seeing new places. It's about experiencing them. And what better way to do that than with an expertly guided tour?
USA Guided Tours is a bus sightseeing company based in Washington, D.C. and New York City. We partner with tour guide associations, and we only hire tour guides with years of experience. They have to be certified. We partner with companies like Trip School to provide additional training for tour guides.
USA Guided Tours offer award-winning bus, walking, and private tours in Washington, D.C. and New York City all year round.
Guided tours, usually people associate them with maybe a little bit boring, too touristy, but that's not the case. Tour guides are really excellent. They connect with people. They're very passionate about the cities. Our customers love our public tours, and a lot of times they come back with a private tour request. Private tours are really fully customizable, really depending on people's interests and time and even budget. There's so much to see in New York and DC. They're the best tours in the country, the most optimized tours, because we spent years of constant tweaking of these tours to make sure they provide the best possible experience. There are safety protocols that we have in place, and that is our top priority because we're transporting people. We have two types of buses. One holds up to 30 people. It's a limo-style bus. They're super comfortable, leather seats and all that. Climate controlled, of course. And the other one is a convertible bus. It actually has a glass top. And on a nice day, you can actually open up those glass panels, so it becomes like an open-top bus. That would be the ultimate experience, especially in the city. It's all vertical, so you want to have that open shot. One advice that I give to all people who are willing to book a tour in any city, you have to do your research. If you have any questions, it's very important to actually reach out to the company that you think about booking with.
From expert knowledge to stress-free travel, guided tours provide an immersive and unforgettable way to see your favorite places.
People are naturally curious. And what we try to do is tap into that curiosity. You don't want to be in the city for the first time and not knowing where you are. With USA Guided Tours, you don't have that problem. We'll pick you up, we'll hold your hand through the whole process, and at the end, we'll drop you back off. We actually have a professional trained tour guide that kind of walks you through the the different locations, because you come to the city and you know a little bit about Washington, D.C., but you don't know why the Washington Monument is 2 different colors. And we share that with you. So you're not just seeing the brick and mortar, so to speak, but you actually get some insight about the city that you're visiting. All of our tour guides are native to D.C., live here, have a passion about their city, and want to be able to share that passion with you as a visitor. And that's our number one goal, is to make sure that anyone that comes to the city and is involved with USA Guided Tours leave the city with an unforgettable experience. We're not just in the process of moving people around, we're in the process of moving experiences as well.
If you only go by reviews, and these are real customers who have taken our tours, you'll quickly realize that these are the highest rated bus tours in DC and New York. So even if you exclude everything else, that alone I think is really a good indication that, these tours are fantastic and people absolutely love them.
For more information about USA Guided Tours, visit their website, usaguidedtours.com, or you can see the segment again on thebalancingact.com.
We all love sports, but who's really knocking it out the park? Take a look.
What do you know about martial arts? Are you aware that it can teach you much more than just self-defense? Woman-owned and woman-led Take-Hold Taekwondo and Fitness is a safe, caring, and educational environment with tools and programs readily available to actively encourage growth.
I had a sister-in-law that did martial arts, and she showed me a couple of moves one day in a park, and I just fell in love with the movement and what it did for me from the inside out. Martial arts has benefited me mentally and physically by keeping me on track. Women are just as capable as men. We can accomplish anything that any other person can accomplish. It is very important that Take Hold is a safe haven for children, particularly because I grew up in poverty and I did not have a safe place to go where I can be mentored and cared for.
Martial arts, in particular Take-Hold Taekwondo, offers a wide array of benefits encompassing physical, mental, and social aspects.
We have a very good student retention at Take Hold. We have children that start at 3 and they stay all the way through college. Taekwondo is not just about kids. Taekwondo can help any adult get back on track and understand that if we don't take care of ourselves, we're not going to be able to do the best for our children.
Your wellness journey isn't something that you should go on alone. Including a health coach enables you to stay on track.
Athletes need to optimize their health. If they want to perform to their best, then we do that through proper nutrition, proper exercise. A lot of clients and athletes, they're dealing with some health issues. Those things can be improved greatly through lifestyle behavior modification. The way I motivate my clients is through my enthusiasm for what I do. I meet my clients where they're at. I walk with them through their journey. Having clearly defined goals is essential, because without those goals, we're just spinning our wheels. A certified primal health coach has been certified under the Primal Blueprint. One of the things that anybody can do is begin to substitute their processed foods for more whole, nutrient-dense foods. That way we're fueling our body. Another suggestion is improving our social connections.
Working with Ray really helps complete the mold of Take Hold. I work with children, and then he can come in and then he picks up with the parents.
What I love about working here at Take Hold Taekwondo is that you see the kids come in and how they're all over the place. They need self-control. Within 3 to 8 classes, they're able to use self-control and understand what it means. When I first started here, I was much heavier, and I ended up losing about 25 pounds and feeling excellent. I used to be very shy and quiet, and I felt like my words didn't matter. But coming here, I learned that everyone has a voice and we need to use it. Women benefit from Taekwondo and fitness because as we age, it's harder to lose weight and it's harder to stay fit. There are 3 positive things that I see have changed a lot of the kids that come here. Self-control, confidence, and self-esteem. My 3 boys grew up here starting at 5 years old. They all became black belts. They all were instructors here.
Been here for 5 years and I've really progressed mentally and physically. Before I started this, I was really overweight and I had medical problems like high cholesterol. Take Hold has impacted my life greatly and has actually become a part of my life.
Maggie Messina is also helping to bring equality to female athletes around the world.
I created an organization called Swerve for Change to help others change direction. Female Fighters Matter 2 is a movement that I created because I was tired of going into these martial art events and seeing the inequality for women. Female Fighters Matter 2 made history at an event when there was a martial arts tournament that the women were actually paid more than the men.
Take Hold Taekwondo and Fitness is about transformation, one person at a time.
I recently released my new book called Tattered Laces, A Sister's Promise. It's a book that I wrote on behalf of my 3 siblings that I lost tragically. Tattered Laces is not just a book, it's a call to action. Regardless of where you come from, you can be a contributing part of society. There were times when I just couldn't understand why so much hardship, and I came to the realization that it was my job to use those experiences to be part of the change.
To learn more about Take Hold Taekwondo and Fitness, visit the website at takeholdtkd.com or see the segment again on thebalancingact.com.
Thanks for joining us on The Balancing Act. We'll see you next time.